Love is patient. Love is kind. Love protects. Love always trusts. Love always hopes. Love never fails. Amazing love.
Love, like most verbs, describes an action. One cannot claim to love unless they can demonstrate it. Like the old saying goes, love is not love until you give it away. Welcome, viewers, to this very special program where we want to explore charity work. With us to help us understand more about it, we have UFIC Pastor Nyadembera, who is head of the charity arm of UFIC. Pastor, I welcome you to the program.
Thank you.
Pastor, tell us about the charity arm of UFIC.
The charity arm of United Family International Church is called Agape Family Care. Agape Family Care was founded and is headed by Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa. It is a channel through which Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa and Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa express their love to the less privileged.
Agape Family Care. Tell us about that name.
The name Agape Family Care, it was actually derived by Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa from a message which was preached by Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa. The message was titled Rudo, or love. In the message, which was taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, from verse 1, the prophet was explaining that love is the ultimate. Above any other spiritual gift, love is the ultimate. Above speaking in tongues, above prophecy, love is the ultimate. And just before that message, Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa was actually researching on the Greek word for love in order to name the charity arm of United Family International Church. So it was like a confirmation when Prophet was preaching on love.
So can you explain to us the significance of this name, linking it to the work that this charity arm does?
The word agape means unconditional love. It is the God kind of love. And in the life of Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa and Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa, they've encountered a lot. They've been mocked, they've been actually rejected by the very people that they were helping. A very good example is a certain man of God, just to explain what the word agape. A certain man of God, I will not mention the man by name. This man writes articles against Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa, insulting articles against the men of God. But while he's writing these articles, his mother, who is a widow, is actually having her electricity bills paid for by Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa, her water bills paid for, again by Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa, and also she receives monthly groceries from Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa through Agape Family Care. This can only be done by someone who has got a agape kind of love, regardless of whether the people you are helping are grateful or not. You continue to help them, just the way God loved us.
So, Pastor, what you're trying to tell me is, despite that the prophet and the prophetess are helping these people, they say negative things about them, and still the prophets continue to help people.
Yes. It's actually amazing because most of us, someone insults you, you cannot help that person anymore. But the love that they have, that's why it's called agape love. It's unconditional love.
That is amazing. So can you tell us how all of this started?
Most people, they see the work of Agape Family Care today, and some think it started with the multitudes. But the work started way back. In fact, when Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa was a young man, he would go to a church service or a revival meeting. If he happens to see a needy person, he would take off what he was wearing himself. He would take off his shoes to help a needy person. He would take off his jersey to help a needy person. And when he gets home, the mother will be surprised only to learn that the things have been given to someone who is in need. This continued even when he was at primary school, at Word Love Primary School. The mother, Gogo Makandiwa, would actually pack everything for him, the food, the clothes, everything. But in a few weeks, she would hear reports that your son doesn't have food, your son doesn't have this or that. And all these things would have been given to needy students at the school. So you see, this started way back, before even Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa went to Bible school. When he met Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa, because she also had a strong passion, a strong calling for charity work, she started to do the charity work while Prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa was concentrating on the preaching of the word. There is an incident that happened in the life of Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa. At one time, she was approached by a very old lady. This lady was looking for help, was asking for help. And at first, Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa ignored her. But something told her that she should help this old lady. But when she looked back to help her, the lady was nowhere to be found. And this was in an open space where the lady could not have walked away and gone out of sight. So the lady was probably an angel. From that time onwards, Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa has been helping everyone who comes to her for help. So this is a work that started way back. It is a result of two people who have consistently obeyed God, who have consistently done the will of God. They started off giving a pair of shoes. They started off giving a single jersey. And there's also a part of their life which is significant when we are talking about where it all started. When they were in Blawayo at How Mine Assembly, they would take the salary that they were receiving as pastors. They would just take the envelope, take the money from that envelope and put it in another envelope. And then they would write the name of a widow there. So a widow was receiving their salary on their behalf for all the time that they were in How Mine. This is awesome. Because this is what they were supposed to be living on, but now a widow was actually the one who was benefiting from what they were doing. Another incident also, I was told this by Gogo Makandiwa. It happened again when they were in How Mine. When she visited them, she saw Prophetess Ruth Makandiwa and her house help going to the forest to look for firewood, to prepare the meals, to prepare food. They were doing this, but they had an electric stove. They had a whole set of their furniture. It was locked in another room, ready to be collected by people to whom it had been donated. So the electric stove was there, but it was donated. So they were now using firewood. So this work started way back before UFIC came into the picture.
Interesting stuff, Pastor. Viewers, please stay with us. We'll be back after this short break.
Amazing love.